What's up, everybody? Remington from Impulse Creative, and today we're going to talk about the 5 segments that you need to have in your Drift contact lists so that you can create a better user experience for your prospects. So a lot of times we think of chat and we think of chat bots as it being a pretty linear thing, and a lot of times when I have conversations with people, we're very much focused on what the chat bot's function is, but not really where it fits in the buyer's journey. And so what you have to start doing is getting smarter with the entrances that are happening. We have to make sure we hyper contextualize the chatbot conversations. And then we also have to make sure that the chatbot or the live chat pop-ups aren't annoying. So what I've done is I've put together what I think are the top 5 segmentation things that you have to do in Drift. And if you create these dynamic segments, it'll at least get you to start thinking about how you could segment your list, and then of course change your conditions on when a bot would show up. So we're going to jump right in here. All right, so the first one is a lot of people have a blog subscribe playbook. What we want to do is understand whether someone is subscribed or is not, so you don't continually badger them. Being a subscriber is actually going to be a playbook specific dynamic segment. So what we want to do with this is we're going to go ahead and click playbook in your filters, and then we're going to go down to your blog subscriber pop-up. So you may call this something different. I have it set as that it's a blog subscriber pop-up. You've got a variety of things here, but what we want to do is we want to create the submitted email goal as the condition here. And of course, we'd want to say is true. And so when we do this, we would add the filter. And then what we can do here is click Save Dynamic Segment. You can call this blog subscribers, right? So now we have a dynamic segment of contacts that will show up that have the blog subscriber playbook that has already been launched. This type of segment you can actually take and make it so that your blog subscription pop-up does not show if someone is in this dynamic segment. Great. So the next one is how to identify by UTM source. So let's say you have the scenario of someone doing pay-per-click, and you want to make sure that you're understanding the conversations that are happening from that pay-per-click campaign, or maybe you want to understand and break down the contacts that have come from that specific source. What you can do is you can go ahead and break that down. This would be a property-based filter that we do. So you go ahead and click property, and then what we do is we want to scroll down and you can choose UTM campaign, content, medium. We'd want to go with the medium. And what you do here is you could just type paid, right? So we have the contains paid, you can add the filter, and this again you can save as a dynamic segment. So this would be labeled as paid campaign contacts. So you can name this campaign whatever it was specifically to the ad. The more specific that you get in these, the better. And remember, you could have a segment that's very specific, and you could create a dynamic segment that's a little bit more broad. So the next one is based on CQL score. And what CQL is the chat qualified lead. So you've got all these conversations happening. What we want to do is make sure that we tie that into the 1 lightning, the 2 lightning, or the 3 lightning emojis whenever you're at the contact level. So with that, what we can do is we can function very similar. So what you're going to do again here to create that dynamic segment, you click add filter. This is also going to be a property based dynamic segment. You'll see that we have CQL score, and right now it's that the lead has not been qualified, but we want is that to select the is, and then from there you've got your options. So what I would do is I would actually create 2 or 3 of these segments and make it so that 3 is a human saying that they're absolutely qualified, and that 2 is something that a chatbot has done. If we choose 3, you can add that filter, and then what you can do is create that dynamic segment, and you can say, you know, high CQLs, right? So if these high CQLs don't turn into customers, you could start some nurturing tracks via marketing emails or via additional chatbots that pop up, you know, to nurture the people into becoming a customer. The next one is around playbook completion. Now, you could have a variety of playbooks, and what you should probably start to think about doing is breaking up those playbooks into where they fit in the funnel or where they fit in the buyer's journey. So if you have very top of the funnel chat playbooks happening where someone's downloading a guide or providing some information in return for their providing their contact information in return for an ebook, then what we can do is we can set up a couple segments that say where people are, and you could label them top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. And so what can happen is you don't want to keep pitching people for the top of the funnel, depending on all the different playbooks you have. Maybe you start trying to nurture them down into a conversation and start driving them from a chatbot playbook through to an actual live conversation. So that one is based on playbook completion. So what we can do there is go into the playbooks. Of course, you will show all of your playbooks there, and you should have some kind of naming convention to figure out where they are in the funnel. But if we choose the chatbot template flow as an example, and we say, we set our filters to that they reached the goal. It could be any goal, or what we can do is we can say that they actually submitted their email, which is the specific goal for this, right? This would be a top of the funnel chatbot template segment. So we can go ahead and save that segment, and we can say tofu chatbot template. All right. So once they've gone through that, we can make it so we nurture into the next one. And with that, we could say that we want to drive someone to have an actual conversation with us. And so you could go into that next playbook, you could say conversation, and you could say that the scheduled a meeting is true. And then what we can do here is we can save that dynamic segment, and we can say BOFU, conversation, and meeting. And then the final one ties into what I had just gone through. Think about how you can segment your users, whether it's by property or whether it's by actual playbook that they're submitting, and how you can get them to be broken down into the buyer's journey. Think about how you could hold someone's hand through the buyer's journey all the way to becoming a customer, and this is going to accelerate your sales pipeline, and it's going to accelerate your marketing pipeline as well. So until next time, it's Remington from Impulse Creative. If you have any questions about dynamic segments or conversational marketing as a whole, feel free to hit me up directly in the comments, or you can schedule a meeting with me. Off to the right, I've got the ability to subscribe to our videos, and of course over here we've got over 30 different tutorial videos that you could do in order to leverage conversational marketing for your business. Until next time, have a great day.